What's up, everybody? It is Wednesday afternoon. I'm Sam Gordon. This is Vinny Bonsignore, Raiders beat writers for the Las Vegas Review-Journal. You can also catch us on the First and Ted podcast, vegasnation.com, where you have all our Raiders content, all our coverage. And Vinny, not your typical Wednesday. Can you break it down for us? What happened today at the practice facility here in Henderson with the Raiders?
Well, as Derek Carr said, he's seen a lot of weird things as the quarterback of the Raiders over the last 7 years. Today was the weirdest day. And it all relates to Trent Brown testing positive for coronavirus for COVID-19. That test was on Tuesday. Today he was obviously sent home. He's in protocol. He's on the COVID reserve list. But that meant that his entire starting line mates, let's name them right here. We got Colton Miller, we've got Denzel Good, we've got Rodney Hudson, we've got Gabe Jackson, and Trent Brown. All five starting offensive linemen sent home today. Trent Brown is on the reserve list, COVID-19 reserve list. Everyone else, the starting line, had to go home because of contact tracing. Obviously, they had spent time with Trent Brown, so they have to go home. We'll see what their status is for Sunday. It's, at this point, up in the air. Hopefully, the rest of the line comes back in time for Sunday's game, but that's not known at this point. Also, Jonathan Abram, the safety, had to go home for contact tracing as well. So, you know, it was very weird for Derek Carr and everyone else to show up to work today, and your starting offensive line is not available. It's not at practice, and as you know, Derek said, that ranks way up there as far as weird things that have happened.
Let's hear exactly what Derek had to say about the weird practice in Henderson today.
Whoever's out there, that's who's out there. Nobody cares about this or that. They just see the win-loss, and that's all that matters in this business. So, with that said, we came in with the mindset today. You're like, oh, dang, you feel bad for those guys. You know, you feel for them, you pray for them, make sure they're okay, make sure their families are okay, all those kind of things. But at the same time, we have a job to do while we're here. So you have to compartmentalize a little bit. You have to separate the two. Once you step on the field, and hey, we have to act like this is game day. We have to act like this is the group we're rolling out with, so we get ready to play. And that's just the mindset, the culture that we have here, and the mindset we've taken on.
The offensive line, again, that was Derek Carr. The offensive line didn't practice, and they're playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday. What do they do as well as anybody else?
They rush the passer really well. They're second in the NFL, second or third in sacks. I'd have to look it up, but it's over 20.
Yep.
They are an extraordinarily good blitzing team. When they blitz, they've come up with 15 sacks and 6 interceptions. Those are tops in the NFL in those situations. So obviously, you want your offensive line, no matter who you're playing, intact, completely, fully. That probably will not be the case. Trent Brown, you know, he might be able to play, but there's a timing issue there. We'll have to see what his next few tests look like, if it covers the next 5 days. You know, when you know, him going on to the COVID list, and when that test was, if it fits into that 5-day window, you know, prior to Sunday, possibly he could come back. That seems like a long shot. Everyone else, hopefully they will be back, because like you said, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, probably the best pass rush team in the NFL right now, and certainly strong against the run. So you want your guys, but that might not be the case.
It might not be. And we have the rest of the week to talk about Tampa Bay's offense. That's pretty good, too.
Yeah.
This is a totally weird deal. No offensive line here at practice today, at Raiders practice. I'm Sam Gordon. This is Vinny Bonsignore. Behind the camera is Heidi Fang. You can check out her podcast, Takeaways. That's out Wednesday afternoon. All our coverage on vegasnation.com, Las Vegas Review-Journal, reviewjournal.com. Check everything out, and we will be back at you later this week for more updates on what continues to be a zany NFL season.
Well, as they say, it's next man up, but in this case, it might be next man up and up and up and up, because we do not know who's going to be able to line up for the Raiders on Sunday. It's quite the unusual situation.
There you have it. We'll see you later this week.